There are other things that I'm passionate about. There are other things that I want to do for myself, and I also can't bring myself fully into the work if I'm not balanced. Like if I'm depressed or if I'm mentally tired, physically tired, I can't bring myself to the work. Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all of you who are new on this platform. I literally just went away for a few weeks and I came back with a new number of subscribers. Thank you very much for all your support. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this video and it's your first time here, welcome. I hope you're going to make the decision to join the family by subscribing down below and join us and become part of this wonderful Arifo Nation family where we talk about all things law, environmental and climate justice. We talk about travel, and today in this video I'm going to be introducing a new segment to this channel, something that is so close to my heart. If you've been following me and watching a lot of my vlogs, you know that finding balance in life, wellness, is just something that I love. I've been trying to incorporate this work in my vlogs just to sort of like show you guys how I find balance in my work, in my life. And now I actually want to be more intentional and just talk a little bit more about this. I've been thinking about this for a very long time and I'm really excited to do it here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm really excited to bring the segment. Wellness and living a holistic life is something that I value. I'm currently walking this journey in my own personal life. Ever since I started working, I started to feel like sometimes you spend so much time working, you don't have time for yourself. You don't have time to do the things that you love. You don't have time to spend time with the people that you love, or just sit and do nothing, read a book or something. And sometimes work can be so engrossing that you can't even find that space to breathe. There are other things that I'm passionate about. There are other things that I want to do for myself, and I also can't bring myself fully into the work if I'm not balanced. Like if I'm depressed or if I'm mentally tired, physically tired, I can't bring myself to the work. But what I've also found is that sometimes what makes you tired might not even be the work itself, but life. And sometimes just the mere fact that you can't find balance, that you can't take a breather and just do nothing or just rest or just do that one thing you've been wanting to do in life. It could literally be relationships, how you're handling relationships, and it's all coming at you like this and you're like, I can't breathe. I've decided to go on a wellness journey where I am basically trying to find balance in my life. How do I balance my relationships? How do I balance my professional life and the relationships that are created there? And how do I also balance that with my own personal individuality, doing the things that I like, finding the things that make up me and make me a whole human being. And for me, wholeness is just finding that balance, just being anchored, mind, body and spirit. I am nowhere near perfect with this journey, okay? Like I said, it's something I'm walking on. I am constantly finding out new things, which is what makes it so exciting for me, because then we can walk this journey together, we can discover new things together, we can share things together, and we can do it all together in a bid to really try to find a nice balance in life and live wholesome lives where we are always the best version of ourselves. I know some of you can be on this platform because you want to hear sustainability and environmental law stuff, and now you're like, this girl is coming here and talking about wellness, mind, body and spirit. What is this? Actually, it is not separated. It is not in isolation. I am a lawyer, and as a young professional, I understand that life can get too busy. Some of you are already in the working world. Some of you are looking to get into the working world, and you're going to encounter these challenges where life just gets too busy, because the thing about the legal profession is that it is such a high pressure and fast fast-paced field of work, and sometimes it's very difficult to actually just have time for yourself, time for a social life, and still be working. There are people who are working 24 hours, people who are spending most of their time at the office, you know, and you can't, like, personally for me, that's suffocating. It leads to burnout, it affects your mental health, it affects you as a person, and you're also not able to grow in other areas of your life. And I believe in finding balance. Okay, I believe that a wellness journey is something that we should all go through, whatever wellness means for you, because I understand that what is wellness for me may not be wellness for you, but whatever wellness means for you, it is a journey that is worth walking, because finding balance in life is one of the best things you can ever do for yourself. So here the wellness journey we'll be taking involves trying to find that balance and peace and joy in the midst of all the chaos that we encounter in the legal profession. Okay, I love being a lawyer, but I also love pursuing my passions and resting and spending time with my family. I also love just reading a book after a long day at work. Okay, I love taking a hot bath afterwards. I just love just having that 5 minutes, even if it's in the bathroom, where I'm able to just sit down and breathe. And I want that for you guys, whether you're in the working field or you are preparing to get into it. I want that you get in there knowing fully well that you've got to be balanced. You've got to find an anchor, something that grounds you, so that as you pursue this profession, as you pursue this career, you pursue it from a point of you are being successful in your career, but you're also being successful in other parts of your life. If you're a reader like me, and you just love reading books, but work makes it so difficult for you to even read a chapter, then for me, finding balance would be you still doing the work, showing up and doing it with excellence, but still finding time to just sit down and read the books that you love. It might mean reading a chapter a day. It might mean reading 2 chapters a day, 2 chapters a week, whatever that is, as long as you're able to just come down from all that pressure, decompress, and then get back to it. I think that is something that is so valuable and something that a lot of people are missing. And I personally would love to find that balance, because I found that I function better when I am balanced. Okay, I love taking care of myself, mind, body, and spirit. So my spirituality is something that is very important to me, and just like being zened out. Okay. I don't like anything interfering with my fields of peace. So I try by all means to try and protect my peace. So that's why I'm working on this journey. As young professionals, we're also young adults, and life does not come with a manual. Adulthood does not come with a manual. We're constantly trying to figure out things all the time. And being a lawyer, it's a high pressure profession. Okay, you don't want to be an adult where you're figuring out life as an adult and then you're also figuring out life as a young lawyer. That is just so stressful. So I have been seeking fulfillment and satisfaction, because I don't want to wake up and hate my life. I don't want to wake up and hate myself. I don't want to wake up and hate my job. Okay, so I want to find fulfillment and satisfaction in every single little thing that I do, which is why I am personally taking this journey, and also why I think it's important to bring this journey here on this platform as we talk about all things law and justice. But there's also a part of us that is very human, that is very us, and I want us to say, as we talk about these very important issues of justice and law, that we also recognize the fact that we are human beings, and there are parts of us that need to also be whole. Because if we're not whole in those areas, it might actually affect the work that we end up doing in the justice and law space. So just trying to figure out, how do you balance all of that? And if you've watched one of my videos, which is like the pros and cons of being an environmental lawyer, some of the cons that you're going to see there include negative perceptions around environmental lawyers, constantly facing pushbacks and threats to life. Some people have been killed, some have been imprisoned. It is a hectic field of law, and I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm not saying don't join it. it's risky, but it's worth the risk, because ultimately we all know that what we are doing is for the good of all the people and the planet, and it needs to be done. The work needs to be done. But my point is, it is also very imperative that you as a person fighting this work, doing this work, that you are balanced and anchored in something, so that you're able to successfully do this work. And that's where wellness comes in. You've got to be a whole human being. Firstly, somebody who doesn't take things personally, somebody who doesn't hold grudges, somebody who has a spirit of fighting, who doesn't hit one block and quits, because this work deserves a fight. It requires you to have a fighting spirit, and you cannot have that fighting spirit if you are not whole. You cannot have that fighting spirit if there are some gaps in your spirit, in your mind, in your body, if you're tired. So as you can see, this is very much linked to the sustainability work we are doing here, because in as much as I want to share information with you around environmental protection, climate change, just being like an environmental lawyer, I actually want to show you the humanist part to this, and how you can become a whole human being and still thrive as an environmental lawyer. I just personally believe that adulting can be very hard, but it doesn't have to be with the right tools. Like I said, I don't have all the right tools with me. I'm still figuring things out, which is why I'm so excited about this journey and working it with you. Just knowing that we're all like maybe young here, and actually I'd like to know who you guys are. Can you guys just tell me what you're currently doing in life, and if you're working, if you're like a student, like, can you please just tell me down below? I'd like to know you more and know who you are. As we walk through this wellness journey, I just want to point out that it will not make our lives perfect, because I don't think anybody's life is ever going to be perfect. Life is always going to life, okay? There's always going to be challenges, there's always going to be hills to climb, and things to face. But I guess it's more about, what do you do when you're facing the valleys? What do you do when you're facing the mountains? Okay, when work becomes stressful, what do you do to just get back to that point where everything is balanced and you are in peace? Okay, what do you do when things just become so stressful and you are blocked and you need to unblock? Because it happens. It could even happen from a professional setting, where you're trying to pursue a particular case, but you're just so tired, or your mind is just so blocked. So what do you do to unblock? And sometimes it's a simple thing that you might need to do, maybe to journal, to just write down your thoughts, or maybe you need to take a walk, or you need to speak to someone, you need to go to a therapist or something. So those things, I think they're very essential as we're growing in our profession, and also as we progress as adults in this life, to just also try to find that balance, especially now when you're young, to see how can you deal with situations right now, because as life progresses, things keep piling up. So you're going to need those little wellness things for yourself. When life piles up on you, when life throws lemons at you, how do you make lemonade? I just believe that with this journey, at least we're gonna have peace in the chaos. We will be anchored and ready to face any challenge that comes, because we are thriving and striving to be whole human beings, mind, body, and spirit, and we're also trying to live our authentic lives. So yeah, anyway, some things to be looking out for as I'm talking about this. Obviously, this is work that is going to be progressive, but some things to just be looking for is like some wellness tips on how to deal with everyday life as young adults and young professionals, especially those trying to navigate the legal profession, and those of you who are trying to get into the environmental law field. How do you navigate that and still be a wholesome human being who's living a life where you're the best version of yourself, and you're just like having fun, you feel the joy, love, peace, and you're thriving, not just in your career but as a person. And we're also gonna have a reading corner, yay, to my book lovers, because I love books. I am a reader, so I'd love to introduce a reading corner here where we share books. I think a good book is always good for the mind and the soul. I mean, think about having such a long day, and then you just come back home, you take a nice hot bath, and then you just lay down and you just like reading a book, flipping through the pages. And that awesome. I think the most important thing to remember here is that no matter how important or fancy our jobs may be, and they are important, we're doing important work everywhere we are. Everybody is placed here on earth to do something very important. But no matter what other things we're chasing in life and how important they may be, I believe that we can never be truly fulfilled until we are anchored and whole. Okay, there will always be things popping up that can affect your progress, that can affect how you do things, that can affect your day and your mood and all of that. But if we are anchored, if we are whole, and if we have the right tools to deal with those challenges, I believe that we can tackle this life in a peaceful and joyous way, and we'll be able to live lives that we are proud of and lives that give us joy. This actually means taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. It means being mindful of our habits and how they affect our progress, and being able to wake up and show up with a heart and mind that is full of love, joy, and peace. It also means saying no to things that will trip you up, and most importantly, it means being gracious and kind to yourself and to others. I'm really excited about this journey and sharing it with you guys, and I hope you find bits that will add value to your own life as we walk through this journey together. If you're also on this journey, please tell me down below how it's going and what are some of the wellness things or self-care things that you do for yourself. I'd love to hear it. It's that I'm just so excited to be walking this journey because it's something that is very important to me, and I'd also like to share it with others because I think it's very critical, especially in this field that we've chosen, like the legal field. It's not that easy. So we kind of need that balance in life. We kind of need that one thing we go to and just say, life has been lifing, but I'm having my ice cream and I feel so good. Not just having that time to even have that ice cream, So I'm so excited about this, and I hope you guys are excited about this work. Like I said, this is just a general update video, so look forward to a lot of more content around this wellness journey and around the normal stuff that we do, the law, the environmental justice work, and let us enjoy and embrace one another on this platform. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell so that you're notified every single time that I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, stay true, keep fighting, and keep the earth clean.